Hey guys, welcome to Daily Lead Code. Today we're doing question number 268, missing number. So given an array of nums containing n distinct numbers in the range 0 to n, return the only number in the range that is missing from the array. So we have this nums array 301 and we need to find the missing number. So because n is equal to 3, since there are 3 numbers, so over here n is equal to 3, so we can see that we have 0 here, we have 1 here, but we don't have 2, but we have 3, right? So in this case, we need to return 2 here. You can solve this problem by different ways, but if you go down, you can see that it asks us in the follow-up that could you implement a solution using only O of 1 extra space complexity and O of n runtime complexity. So we will see what are the possible solutions to solve this problem in O of n and O of 1 complexity. So let's jump to our board and start discussing those possible solutions. So let's say we have our nums array 3, 0, and 1. We can do this two ways. So in the first way, we will be using exclusive OR, and in the second way, we will be using sum. So you can use either of those ways, and I'll explain either of these. But we will start with XOR, and after that, I'll explain how you can do this via summing these numbers. If you don't know anything about like exclusive OR or bit manipulation, so in bitwise operation, so we need to convert this number into binary bits. So 0 can be written in binary as like that, and 1 can be written as, and 2 can be written as 0, 1, 0, and 3 can be written as 0, 1, 1, and you can keep going on and write down their binary representation number. So if we do an operation in binary, if we do 0 exclusive OR 0, what should we get? So in binary, if we do 0 with something, we'll get that value. So if we do 0 exclusive OR with 1, we'll get 1 in return. If we do 0 exclusive OR with 2, we get 2 in return. So if we do something like 2 exclusive OR with 3, we can take the value of 2 in binary from here. So we can do 0, 1, 0, and 3 we can take from here, 0, 1, 1. And if we do 0 exclusive OR with 1, we will get 1 in return. 1 and 1 will return 0, and 0 and 0 will return again 0. So we get this value in return. And why I'm doing all these operations? So as you can see, we have our array like this, 3, 0, and 1. And we know that the n value is 3 here. So we can write all the elements of array from 0 to 3 like 0, 1, 2, and 3 like this way. And then we can do exclusive OR with our given array, which is 3, 0, and 1. If we apply that logic, we get 2 in return. But we can't do bitwise operation in JavaScript on arrays. We can only do on numbers. That's why I showed you how we can do it here. So let's see how can we use this logic and apply to solve this problem. So let's say we have our 0, 1, 2, and 3 array, and we're looping through this array from 0 to 3. So we have different I values. I is equal to 0, I equal to 1, I equal to 2, and I equal to 3. So if we do XOR operation here, so 0 comma I, which is 0 exclusive OR 0, we get 0 in return. Same we can do it here. So 0 exclusive OR I, 0 exclusive OR 1, we get 1 in return. And you get the idea. We get 0 exclusive OR with 2, we get 2, and 0 exclusive OR with 3, we get 3. So when this loop ends, we get 3 in return. Now we will take this value of XOR, which is 3 currently, and sorry, over here, the initial value of X of OR was 0. So we are feeding this value here, and at the end we get 3. Now we have X of OR value 3. Let's apply it to our original array, which was, I think, like this. Let's say this is a nums array. So when nums of 0, which is 3, will do 3 XOR of 3, and that will give us 3 in return. We do for 0, we get 3 XOR of XOR with 0, we get 3 in return. And when we have 1, we do 3 XOR with 1, and if we do that, so for 3 we can write in binary like 0, 1, 1, and 1 is 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, sorry. This will give us 0, this will 1, and 0, and this in binary represents as number 2. So this operation will give us 2, and this is our answer. And now we will see what's the next solution look like, which is using via sums. So it is comparatively easier to understand. So let's say we have our original array 3 0 1, and we know the n value is 3, so we can create an array of all the numbers including 2, so 0 1 2 3, and if we sum all these values with the operation n plus 1 by 2, and if we subtract this with our original this value, the sum of 3 0 1, we will get 2 in return. So you can use either of these formula. I know this is pretty easy to understand, but I would say spend some time here as well. Spend some time to understand like what I did here, and you can watch different videos as well if you are still not sure how I did that, but I did my best to try to understand like how we are doing these operations and how we come up to this solution, like this 2 value. I will now code this algorithm in JavaScript so that you can understand better like how can we code that. So as you can see, we have our XOR sum, which is initially 0, and n is the length of this nums array. So first of all, what we did, we just looped through all the values as I showed you in the algorithm, and then we are just doing the XOR operation. And when this loop ends, if we are passing our same this value, I mean, because it is 0 1 2 3, we will get 3 in return. We take that number and we put it here and then do the same operation, and at the end we will have our 2 value here when it will return this XOR sum. And if I submit this, so our solution is submitted, and the space complexity of this algorithm is of 1 because we are not creating any new variable, and the time complexity, because we are just using 2 for loop, so it will be of n plus of n, which is of 2n, which is, you can say, of n. So yeah, so I think that's it from today's video. If you have any question or concern about this algorithm, please leave a message and I'll try my best to explain. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow with a new LeetCode question. Thanks a lot for watching.